One of the most commonly asked questions is, do you have this particular article or do you have this particular journal? Let's see how to answer those questions. On the right-hand side of my screen, I have a reference to a journal article, and I'm going to copy it into my clipboard. Maybe you found this when you were reading an article or reading a book, or it was in a syllabus or a reading list, and you need to know, where can you find this article? Do we have this article online? Or you may just want to know, do we have this journal online? On the left side of my screen, I have the library webpage open. I've got it open for the Troy Campus Library. And because I've smushed it into half of the screen, you can see what it's done. It's scaled the website. It'll do this on your phone. It'll do it on your tablet. So if you see it like this, don't be surprised. That's what's happened. It's put the chat at the top, and it's put the find information here, and the services and the general information. And at the bottom, it's put what would normally be on the right-hand side of the screen. So if I make the browser take up the whole screen, now you can see what it's done. Normally on your computer, it looks like this, but if you're going to use it on your phone or your tablet, it might put this to the top and this information in the middle, and the right-hand side information they'll put at the bottom. That's when these drop-down menus come in handy. Find, services, general information, because then you don't have to scroll down to get what you're looking for. I'm on the Troy Campus Library page. I'm going to come over and I'm going to go to the Troy online library page. That's the one I'm used to using. And in my clipboard, I have the reference to the article I'm looking for. To find it, I'm going to show you a couple different ways today. I'm going to start by using the Discovery service. That's the search box on the library homepage. It searches the library catalog of books and other materials that we own in physical format, but it also can find many, but not all of the electronic resources that we have. I'm going to paste the full citation in there. As a librarian, normally I would freak out and tell you you're putting way too much information in there, but the Discovery service actually does a very good job. I'm going to tell it to search, and it will find the article for me. It says, yeah, you've given me a lot of information, but I know what you're talking about. Here's the article. I have it as full text. Would you like it? Just click there, and I'll give you the article. Fantastic. I'm going to come back to the library homepage. Maybe all we wanted from the database was to know, do you have this journal? So I'm going to leave Journal of Applied Sport Management in there. And I'm going to change the tab over to Journals. So instead of searching for everything, I've ruined my work. Instead of looking for the entire article, I just want to know, do we have that journal? So here we are. I'm on the Journals tab, and I'm saying, do you have Journal of Applied Sport Management? I'm leaving it as keyword. I could change it over to title, but I know what's going to happen. It says, Journal of Applied Sport Management. Yes, I know what you're talking about. We have it in these databases. Would you like me to send you over to the database? And then I can just jot down the information, or I can take it up on the offer to send me to the database that the journal is present in. Which one to use? Well, if you're familiar with Sport Discus, you might go there, or you might say, oh, I like the ProQuest ones, I'm going to go there. Usually the only reason I would choose one over the other is if I went to one database and the text wasn't there as PDF, it was only HTML, I might try another database because I like the PDF. I might want to see, is it available in PDF format? So one way we did was we just used Discovery. That's sort of like a shotgun approach. Hey, look at everything the library owns. Do you have this journal or do you have this article? A more precise tool is Citation Linker. It's a finding tool. So here it's linked. It's called Citation Linker. A little more description. Find a specific article or journal, because it's hard to tell from the name what Citation Linker does. If I were to come up here to the Find tools, there's Citation Linker, but it's also twice more. Find a specific article, find a specific journal. So even if you didn't quite remember the name of the thing you were looking for, here it is by name, but here it is by what it does. I'm going to go to Citation Linker. It defaults to the Find an Article. You can also come in here to find a journal. I've got all that information in my clipboard, so I'm just going to paste it here. I only really need a little bit of this. I need the journal title. I put that in here. And I need to know the volume, the issue, and the starting page number. So 7, 3, 44. So Journal of Applied Sport Management, Volume 7, Issue 3, starting page 44. I don't need any of this information. I take it away. I tell it search. And it says, I can get you this article out of one of any number of databases. Where would you like to get it from? And I say, oh, I want to get it from Sport Discus. I like Sport Discus. It sends me over here. It says, oh, you need to sign in. So I give it my WebExpress user ID and my WebExpress password. Oh, one more 7. It logs me into Sport Discus, brings me to the reference, and I can click and I can pull up the entire article. So very straightforward. I've used Citation Linker to find the article. I can also use Citation Linker if I just want to find out, do we have a particular journal? Ah, there's the journal title. So I'm going to come over to the right tab. Journals. I tell it that's the title I'm looking for. Starts with is fine. I tell it search. This will happen to you sometimes. It says, which one do you mean? You won't always know which one you mean, so you might need to back up and find out which one. In this case, I know this is the one I'm looking for, and it will be glad to send me to the journal. Now, everything isn't full text online. When you come to a dead end, when it says, I don't have this, then you might need to ask a librarian, hey, do you have this article? Do you have this journal? Or jump straight to the interlibrary loan service and say, hey, I need a copy of this article. Can you please get it for me?